This is Arundo donax, or giant reed. It's not 100% hardy, which is why it's in the tunnel here, my big plants here. And this variety is called Arundo donax Ely. So I thought, well, I have to have it. Ely's not too far away. But it does have a rather cool way of being propagated. So we'll have a little look at that now. Right, so we're having a look at Arundo donax Ely. So here is a stem, a massive stem of Arundo donax Ely. You can see there's quite a lot to it. It goes on and on and on. Only if your garden's big enough, folks. Only if your garden's big enough and you've got the right conditions. But it does go on a little bit. Anyway, when you look at the stem, we've got a section here at the bottom which is completely barren of anything. And that's not going to work for what we're trying to do. So we're going to remove that. Go on. Then we've got a section of stem which is doing what we want. That is to say, it has nice side shoots on it like this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut there, and we're going to have a section with nice side shoots on like this. And then here's another section which probably might be alright. Now these leaves can be quite sharp and can be quite cutty, so do be careful when you do this. Use the right tools, and of course kiddies always wear gloves, like I always do. Right, so we've got three pieces which have got the main trunk. They've got side shoots like this growing off the main trunk, and each one's got about 7 or 8 of those. You can see these pieces here. Now in the wilds, this plant is often broken by storms. Pieces are broken off. Instead of standing upright, they fall over in the water like this, and so they've got a lovely trick of being able to produce roots at every node. So the shoot will stand up like this, and every node will produce roots. But in order to get it to do this, you could do it in soil, but actually, or compost, but actually we're going to do it in water. Okay, so here's a little water tank full of some lovely scummy water, nice and green and full of mosquitoes and heaven knows what. And we're just going to drop these in to the water like this. So there they are, dropped in the water, and they float about in the water, and we leave them there. And as long as it's not actually frosty, which the forecast is actually quite good, it's finally changed, so we might finally be losing the cold weather, and they will stay in there for 2 or 3 weeks or even longer, and hopefully each one will make a root and the shoot will stand up and we'll get new plants out of it.